time for 500 plus cubic inch alcohol breathing big blocks powering over 10,000 pounds of monster truck here at Mesa Park for Monster Slam 2000 round number 1. The action's all brought to you by the Home Depot and NASRA, North American Swamp Racing Association.
Mesa Park. Hi, I'm Joe Capicati, and we are here for round 1. That's round 1 of Monster Slam 2000. Monster Slam, what's that? Look behind me. Blown horsepower, 10,000 pounds of plastic, sheet metal, rubber, and horsepower, all to take to this Mesa Park track. It's exciting this time because we are doing side-by-side versus what you saw the last time where we start on each side of the track. Side-by-side action. Side-by-side, speaking of that, I seem to have lost my co-host. Christina has disappeared somewhere.
Hey!
Wait a minute. What are you doing up there?
I'm taking it for a test drive.
I don't know what we're going to do with her, folks, but I'll tell you right now, you might see her on the track later. Speaking of track, the excitement's coming up right now, so stay tuned for Monster Slam here at Mesa Park.
Green flag! Carolina Crusher out in the lead right off the bat. Driving that truck careful. They can't run too hard, get sideways in these corners, but Carolina Crusher looks like he's under control at this time and got a commanding lead going through the center if he can hold on to it. Carolina Crusher driving a little cautious now. The Backdraft truck taking it a little easy, first time out for this truck, but right now the Carolina Crusher seeming to have gotten on the outside where he's supposed to be, coming around. This time he's going to hit it with lots and lots of room. The Carolina Crusher going to take the win with ease. And that is nothing more than 15 years of experience. He came out, he ran the course consistently. He didn't throb or run the truck too hard. He knew he had the race under control and making it look very, very easy in the Carolina Crusher. Gary Porter going to be going into the next round. The Backdraft having some sort of mechanical difficulty out in the center. It's looking like we're ready for the green flag. Oh, the Austin 316 up in the air. Gonna have to keep it under control in the corner. Oh, putting it up in the air, getting it back under control. Looks like he's got it shut down. Something not quite right. The pure adrenaline pulling away now. The pure adrenaline pulling away. The Austin 316 taking a wild bounce there in the first corner and now unable, getting it fired back up. We're going to have to see if he's going to complete his run. This could be ugly face to face, head on. And it looks like the Austin truck deciding to finish his run. But the pure adrenaline truck taking the win. All right, the 316 coming away, coming down the straightaway now, lining up.
We'll be right back after this with more Monster Slam action here at Mesa Park.
Mesa Park. I've caught up with Andy Slivko, driver of the Eradicator. Andy, welcome to Mesa Park.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. It's changed from being up north.
Let me ask you a question. So you say up north. Where'd you come down from?
The Poconos, Pennsylvania.
Do you run trucks up there like this truck here, the same tracks, type of tracks you're running here at Mesa, or is this set up a little different for you?
It's an S course, more figure eight. It's a big course. This is one of the biggest courses we'll run all year.
Did you guys have to change gearing and all, and do you think this is a little more technical than what you're used to?
It's not going to be a big power truck that wins. It's going to be a lot more driver skill.
Well, that's kind of good, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody has a chance.
Now, when you built this truck, is this your first one, or have you been doing this for a while?
This is my second truck that I built for racing.
This truck right here started, say, how long ago? Like, if somebody out there wanted to build one, what kind of time are you talking about? We all know it's expensive, but what kind of time are you talking about to actually assemble one of these from beginning to the end?
It took me 6 months to put the truck together.
6 months of constant work?
Yeah.
Now, do you do the power plant yourself? Do you have somebody else do a power plant and then you apply it to your chassis?
No, I did my own power plant in my own garage.
So you've done it all?
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Transmissions, rears, we do it all.
Christina, what do you think of this guy? He does everything.
I thought Poconos were just for skiing.
Oh, Poconos is for lots of stuff.
You haven't had this truck on a ski slope, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet? But you sound like you're thinking about it.
Oh, we'll definitely do it.
The competition here today, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be the toughest one to beat? Obviously, you're going to try yourself to be up there #1, but who's the one everybody's thinking about?
Carolina Crusher.
Carolina Crusher. Okay, now this is your first time here, correct?
Yeah, this is first time in Mesa Park.
Do you think that some of the trucks who have been here before have an advantage?
Yeah, definitely. They ran this course before. They're a little bit ahead of everybody else.
Well, I don't know. You look like you got an awesome machine here, Andy, so I think we're looking at something pretty exciting from you, too. Let's hope we see you up in the front.
Yeah, I'll definitely be up there. I'm going to push it for all I got.
You heard him, folks. He's going to push it for all he's got, so stay tuned. It's coming at you.
I'm Dan Patrick, driver of Samson. I drove 1,000 miles here to kick some serious butt.
It looks like he got a little more. Samson putting it on now. The Eradicator on the outside, Samson on the inside. Samson showing you that he has run here before. Let's see what he can do. Dan Patrick sideways all the way around into Samson. The Eradicator having to back off. Samson putting it up in the air. The Eradicator having some steering problems. And that does not look healthy. Something coming apart in that engine. And again, we've got a head-on problem here. Samson going to have to back way out of it.
Can you smell what the rock's cooking? That's a very familiar phrase to a lot of us right here who are wrestling fans. Speaking of wrestling fans, the truck behind me is the Rock, and I caught up with the driver, Calvin Carrington. Calvin, welcome to Mesa Park.
Thank you very much.
Let me ask you a couple questions about this truck. This truck has a great following, doesn't it?
Yeah, I tell you what, the Rock is definitely the people's champ, and they really like him, and the following, you know, bringing the WWF, you know, bringing the people, you know, to follow, watch the truck, and it's a great concept, you know, the monster trucks, wrestling, you know, it's a good deal.
Let me ask you this. Does he spend much time down here in Florida?
Actually, he tries to spend a couple of days a week down in Florida, you know, his home. And right now, you know, we've been teaching him how to drive the monster truck, and he actually 2 weeks ago started crushing cars with it. So he's doing real well. I mean, he has a lot of fun with it. You know, he does a good job driving, and he's going to do a lot more appearances with it.